What's up, guys? Sagat here with another look at some of the figures we got this week. Today we're looking at the Storm Arena Street Fighter 03 Sagat figure version. I guess the blue shirt version, the blue shorts version, and the white shorts version. I'm very ecstatic about these two because, of course, I had the Ryu and Ken. I love them. I was ready for something new. Sagat was right around the corner. Big Bad Toy Store hasn't sent my blue one yet, and I decided to trust this seller from China. You know, I think it was on one of the groups on Facebook. So they recommended someone, and I was just like, so I hit him up on Instagram, and sure enough, he had these two and the other, the Ryu and the purple Ken, and I ordered them and they came in. I mean, it took a while to get here because, of course, from China, it takes about 2 weeks maybe. Plus, you have to add on, we had a storm, so everything was shut down. So that took another minute to get here. So anyway, I'm glad that they're here. Especially this guy, because this guy, he is going to be a collector's item. He's going to be a lot of money later down the line, and I'm glad I was able to get him for a good price and not have to pay eBay prices, because I think he's up to $100 now on eBay, maybe even more. So insane. I'm very excited. Like I said, I've always wanted this white short version. Storm Collectibles did their version of Sagat, and I nearly bought, it was a San Diego Comic-Con. I think the white shorts was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. I was going to get them, but I didn't. So I'm kind of glad I'm actually happy that I got this one. But as you can see, here's a box for the front of them. You got the figure inside. You got these portraits here from the video game. Of course, this is a lighter skin version of him. And then you got the darker skin. I guess that's how it is. And of course, you got the Sagat Z-ism. So this is obviously, like I said before in the other review, when you do select, you got 3 options to choose in terms of way in their fighting style, I guess it is. And you get different colors of their clothes. So I'm sure these are not going to be the only 2 coming out. Now, am I going to collect them or great Ryu and Ken? Probably. I think it's a new addiction. It's funny. It's like Mondo was last year. This year it's this. Of course, I'm still into Mondo. I'm still collecting Mondo. I recently just pre-ordered the Man-at-Arms 2000X version. The Beast from X-Men is coming. Oh God, it just doesn't stop. But anyway, let's go and look at the side of the package. Well, right down here you can see the logo right here. It's really, really cool. On the side you got the logo down, but with the portrait. Of course, like I said, they're both different because of the colors. And then on the back is really interesting because, these are, of course, the same figures, different colors, but also these are different meaning in terms of their accessories. This guy comes with, the blue short version comes with the effect for the kick, as you can see right here. And this one actually comes for the fireball that he does. So that's really cool that we're getting, because the Ryu and Ken are basically, all of them are basically the same. They all came with the same accessories. So, that's really cool that they kind of mix it up so you can actually have some different things on your shelf. I'm so excited about these 2. You have no idea. Maybe, again, figure of the year. We'll see. But anyway, let's get these guys out of the packaging to get a closer look at the Storm Arena's Street Fighter 03 from, never mind. I don't know what I'm saying. Let's just get these guys out of the packaging. We'll see. All right, here is Sagat out of the packaging, looking spectacular. The definition alone on this guy is just insane. He looks so good. I mean, I'm just blown away. Let's get a closer look at his face sculpt. Look at that. That is freaking awesome. Look at that mean mug he has, all that definition. I love also the articulation. You can move his neck forward so he can look down and back up. That's awesome. I mean, the definition of the muscles of this guy is insane. I mean, And this is a $30 figure. This is, or $35 figure. This is something, you know, it's a lot cheaper than the bigger Storm collectible versions that came out. This guy's awesome. I mean, look at all the definition and the abs around the ribs. I mean, look at those muscles on those arms. And the thing I like about it is it's so smooth when you articulate. There's a butterfly in the front joint here, so you can articulate his hands big, like, you know, they can go up like that, which is spectacular. The ab up and down, you know, all around, you know. And then you got those blue and yellow trunks, so just really nice, just beautiful blue. The arm straps and the hand straps are kind of like a dingy, dark, you know, white, you know what I mean? Really, really nice. Got those big old legs, big old calves. But look at the calves on this guy. I mean, Jesus. Then you got those straps also on the feet and the ankles and those big old toes. And of course, there's toe articulation if you need to. I mean, this guy is just fluid. Like I said, just how smooth this goes. And that's what I like about these. But pretty insane, pretty insane. Let's see what the accessories it comes with. First off, his hands. Okay. So there's basically the ones where you just grab someone's head and hold them down. I mean, those are cool, and of course the wraps are the same colors. Kind of like a grayish white, which is really neat. Here's his other head sculpt with the mean mug. Of course, he has a mean mug here, but this one is kind of like, you know. And I'm surprised there's like there's all the head sculpt. Maybe that's why the price is low, because there's not a lot of like heads and hands like the other ones, like the Storm collectibles. He also came with this, and this is another chest piece. Now, the reason being, and I didn't even know this came with it, but the reason being is this color is a lot lighter than this color. And of course, if you see the bottom part, it doesn't match. The color doesn't match. So they gave you this one to match. Now, for me, I don't think I would have had a problem with it, to tell you the truth, because it doesn't look that bad. But it's pretty cool that they gave you another one so you can swap it out. And I'll swap it out later. But that's really cool that they gave us that, you know what I mean? Just put that right there. Now, he does come with the figure stand, but that's just what he normally does, so we'll just leave that to the side. Not too worried about that, you know, looking at that. But he does come with a effect, basically a flame effect that goes on his boots, his foot. So it's in this beautiful orange and yellowish, you know, fire type thing, and it goes on his foot, like I said, the illustration in the back. So let me see if I can get it in there. Let me move that up so you can actually have that effect. And I guess it's part of Street Fighter Alpha, because I don't remember this effect being in the other one, in the first game, Street Fighter 2. So, you know, you just gotta kind of get it in there. Kind of doesn't want to go, but there we go. Let's see here on the other side. Oh. I'm just kicking the camera with him, so that basically. Oh, well, anyway, it goes on there. I'm probably not gonna use it, to be honest, but it does have that extra effect on that. All right, so real quick, I want to do a comparison time to two other Sagats that I have in my collection. The first one would be the Jada one. Now, of course, I did the Jada one a review last time. Of course, they're the same height, but I mean, for the same price, this one stands out so much. And of course, this is the Street Fighter Alpha 3 version, and this is the Super Street Fighter 2 Ultra Edition version. So of course, you know, two different games, but I mean, it just looks a lot much more better, more rugged, more strong. And for the price, this one I think is a better buy than this one. Not saying I love this one, of course. This is pretty cool, but there's just, you know, it doesn't, I mean, I don't know, it just looks a lot better. I mean, of course, they did a good job. Of course, I love Jada, and I will love Jada. I love their toys, their figures. But if Storm Arena decides after Alpha 3 to do Street Fighter 2, go back, I mean, I don't know, you know, it might be hard to be. Now, the thing is, I do notice on the feet here, there's more of a gap here, you know, and that does happen with Storm Arena, so, you know, not a big deal, but like, I just wanted to show the comparison between the two, same height, same price, you know. So let's go ahead and do another Storm Collectibles Sagat, and that's the original one, which, you know, I mean, of course, it's gigantic. As you can see, it's just ginormous, but you have all that articulation like with this one, with that one also. I mean, you have basically kind of like they did the same knees on that, you know, and then the elbows, just, you know, like I said, it's so fluid with this one. Man, I got some paint marks on this one already, but like I said, you know, it's, you know, if you never collected this one or if you never wanted this one's just perfect. I don't know, it's glory, you know what I mean? But like, again, this is Street Fighter 2, this is Street Fighter Alpha, so there's those differences there. All right, so let's go ahead and get the other version out, and actually I'm very excited about that one. So right here is the white trunk version of Sagat, I guess player 2 out of the packaging. This one I'm very much more impressed with. I think is because the coloring, he of course looks darker. He's like has a darker tan. The whites on the straps are just a lot more vibrant. So yeah, that's, I mean, yeah, you can see, I mean, of course same figure, but of course you got all those dark highlights on him, you know. I mean, this one, I mean, I of course I love both, but yeah, you can see, you know, just the different colors, just this just pops more for some strange reason. And of course, you know, this matches the color on there, so you know, you have to, there's, you know, to change that, but everything is of course the same with this guy. You know, got those butterfly joints, can go all the way up, and the knee, you know, the elbows just go all the way. And I mean, like I said, like just with the other one, you can, you know, do so much. Look, okay, look, he's like the Exorcist coming down the stairs, you know. I mean, this is remember that scene? But yeah, no, this one, I mean, I like both, but this one is probably my favorite. I like the coloring on it. I don't know, I just think that's really neat. I just, the red and the white, you know, trunks, of course, these look a little bit darker, you know, more of a kind of like a ivory tone kind of on there. But I like how these just pop, like the white pops. So big old knees and, you know, calves. I mean, this guy, on the knees, but big old legs I'm seeing. I mean, this guy is just freaking awesome. So let's see. Like I said, he does come with some different things. Some of the same things and some of the different things in the other version. Of course, he has the same hands. So kind of like that. Gonna get your hands. But of course, in that beautiful white, I mean, that white just pops. And of course, the other head sculpt, the same one as the other one. Let me see if it's a darker tone. Yeah. Oh, this one seems more teeth, right? Oh yeah, the teeth. There's more of a grin more on this one than that one. So that's cool. I like that. That's different. That's neat. And then, of course, he comes with his effects, which is the tiger shot. So one of these go on each arm, and then, of course, here is the shot, and it's supposed to go like there. So, you know, you just basically put one in here, one fist in here, the other fist in here. Did that one fall out? So you can do that whole, however he does it, tiger full, you know, whatever. Oh, come on. Come on. Well, I guess you. Wait, is this the right one? Sorry, this is wrong. I don't know. Anyway, you get what I'm getting at. It goes there. So that's what the unique part about this version. It comes with that. So let's do side-by-side comparisons to the other one to see if we see any more differences. Besides the color, I mean, of course, this one. They're both badass. I mean, you have to admit. But of course, this one has a darker tone. But yeah, these are really, really neat. I love both of them. So if there's another version coming, I'm definitely gonna get them. Yeah, this guy is definitely a contender for figure of the year. So, and we're barely in February. All right, so let's get these two on my turntable to get my final thoughts on the Storm Arena's Sagat figures from the Street Fighter 03 series. All right, here are my final thoughts on the Storm Arena Sagat Player 1 and Player 2 figures. What can I say? These two are freaking awesome. My favorite one is the white and red trunks, but I do love the original also. These are spectacular figures, like I said, like for the price. Of course, if you're able to get them, you know, they're a good price. You can still get the blue and yellow trunks on Big Bad Toy Store. It is $34.99, I believe, which is a good price compared to what you can do with these. I mean, seriously, they are freaking awesome. The white trunks, that one might be a little bit high to get on the secondary market. It might be more to get just because it's a rare one. It's an exclusive, so that's how it goes. You know, people hate exclusives, but that's how it goes. I mean, you know, I'm just fortunate that I was able to grab these before they sold out. So anyway, so yeah, this is a really interesting stipulation. Like I said, I'm excited about Jada Toys and their Street Fighter figures, but man, these Storm Arenas have me thinking twice. You know, maybe, I mean, I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully they finish this line and go further. Not sure if I'm gonna collect all the figures. I mean, you know, all the variations. I don't know. I gotta think about it. But definitely, if they make another version of this guy, I'm definitely in. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you guys collect Storm Arena? What do you think of these guys? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, we will see you. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.